beautiful Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-May right through to mid-June 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pertain to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for credit card details, and I'll never ask you for your personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Virgo, this is a singles love reading. So if you're not looking for a love reading, of course, I will be doing a career reading for your sign in the next couple of days, as well as a what do your guides want you to know reading. People liked that last time as well, so I'm going to do another one of those. But this is the singles love reading, so let's see what is going on there for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know? Now, you may be still feeling that influence from the new moon eclipse in Taurus, which is all about value. So you may be focusing on yourself at this time rather than putting your attention outwards towards love. But we'll see what's coming towards you as well. We got the stork there. Now, the stork is all about waiting. You've been waiting for a long time. But basically, that's all about to change. The stork waits for a long time, then there's sudden movement. So I do feel like there's suddenly an opportunity for you coming on in, but we'll see if we can narrow it down to dates or energies as to what's coming your way. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I sort of transmute an outcome. Now, as I said, suddenly the Tower shows up. Now, the Tower is not a negative card. It is a surprise. It is divine intervention with that lightning bolt from the universe. We've got the star energy here as well. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know? They want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much. We've got the Fool card as well. Okay, so... and finally, we'll get some cards here. Now, the Tower, we have the Star, we've got the Fool card, and we've got the Justice card. We've got 2 of Swords. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? Now, we tend to get a Tower energy when we feel a little bit in a stalemate. Because the universe intervenes to change up the circumstances. So if you're feeling a little bit stuck, or you're feeling like nothing's going on right now, and you're in that sort of stalemate energy, it does mean that the universe pops on in to nudge you off the fence, to help you change your circumstances in order to bring personal growth or a positive outcome. So we got a 2 of Swords there, which means stalemate, or there's uncertainty. And we've got the Tower, which means all of a sudden there is change. So it's crossed by the 3 of Swords. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? 9 of Pentacles. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? We've also got the 4 of Swords. They want me to go 2 more, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know? We've got 5 of Pentacles, and we've got the Sun. So the challenge here is the Sun, which is about your happiness. And as I can see there, the outcome, you're actually getting the Sun. So whatever, the challenge is here, you're actually turning things around for the more positive energy. But what I can see here is that suddenly there is movement, or you're making changes. But I feel like these changes are based on you healing, knowing what you want, gaining clarity. And I feel like you're taking a leap of faith in love. But what I see here is the 4 of Swords indicates there is a solitary energy about you. You're taking some time out to think. So let's start at the beginning and see who or what is coming towards you. But your protagonist energy is the stork. So, and the Tower. So you're making some radical changes, and suddenly in your life. The Stork is sudden movement, and I feel this is a period of stagnation. Nothing's been happening when it comes to your love life. So you may have even taken yourself out of the dating game and withdrawn in that energy. The Stork is like watching and waiting. Number 17 indicates a star energy, and you've got that right here in the resistance position. So you may have gone through a real like test of faith, or there may have been a period of negativity where you felt like unclear as to where your love life was going, or you felt like there's nobody that really sparks a chemistry with you, and you're very discerning about the energy. I feel like not everyone gets into your heart space. I mean, you can be someone who's very well liked, and you've got a lot of friends and things like that, but it really takes a lot for your attention to be sparked in all areas. Like you need someone who vibes with you in terms of the mindset. You need someone who sparks your brain synapses, so that they're interesting, they're funny. I mean, we all need those things, of course, but I feel you're very discerning about those that you allow yourself to keep company with, and love is no different. So I feel like you've been watching and waiting for a long time, and you could be healing from something. Now, either you had a shocking breakup, because we got the Three of Swords here, and we've got the Two of Swords, and we got the Tower. So suddenly something has occurred to you, or this is your protagonist energy. So I feel like you are in some way radically changing things, but it comes from a point of sadness, okay, or feeling stuck. It doesn't have to be that someone has given you an injury, or someone's caused you pain, but it can be. But I feel like you've had difficulty trying to break out of a cycle. That's what I feel. Your protagonist energy is, it's been difficult to break out of this feeling of being stuck in a rut, not being able to meet anybody new, not being able to vibe with anyone who sort of matches your frequency, things like that. And you know that something needs to change. So I feel like you are actually making some radical change in your life and coming out of a comfort zone. So suddenly there is movement. The Tower really indicates that there is sudden movement. Now, the Tower is not to be feared. It is a card of recognizing that some things need to fall away. And they tend to be things like limitations, where we feel stuck. The Tower basically represents a prison where we just get complacent. We feel like we've built our security, we're at home, that is our sanctuary, but we may feel a little bit bored and unstretched, or we're not going to meet anybody, just cooped up inside, for example, unless you're online dating and things like that. So the Tower represents some sort of like limitation or feeling stuck in some way, an obstacle in some way. And the lightning bolt occurs, it is divine intervention. A lightning bolt is sent to the crown chakra. Now, the top of the Tower is normally where the lightning bolt hits, which is the crown chakra, which is to know. Okay, so it's a sudden revelation or a sudden epiphany moment where you realize something's got to give, something's got to change, and you can't deny anymore that things have to change in some circumstances with regards to your career, with regards to love. So if you've been focusing on your career, or you've been focusing on, just doing you, for example, even if you've just been, sorry, it's getting a bit hot in here, which means there is radical change going on in your love circumstances. I feel like you're making a change. Now, whether that's you're getting out there, the Fool card is like a feeling of curiosity, seeing what's out there, taking a leap of faith on a new path, a new adventure. And I feel like suddenly you're all of a sudden motivated to seek love, because I feel like it's not really been a focus of yours for a while. And I also feel that even in May and June, I feel like it's more that you're focusing on your own happiness. Okay, it doesn't mean that there's not love available. It just means that you're healing, or you're gaining clarity on what you want. I feel like you're finding direction with regards to who you are and what you want. And I feel like you're getting yourself out there, but there's some sort of movement forward from something. I mean, the Three of Swords says you're cutting something out, or because it's in your position, it means that there may have been some sort of sorrow or difficulty. I mean, you may have been going through a heartbreak or, a separation. It may have been sudden. You may have had a bit of a shock there with something. And the star indicates you're healing and you're finding your happiness, your own inner peace. The Nine of Pentacles tells me that there is an independence about you, where you're focusing on either building a life of luxury and solace for yourself, or you're actually focusing on your finances and trying to enjoy the fruits of your labor. But the Tower is like a lightning bolt right to the third eye as well, where it means if you've been going round and round circles and not finding what you've been looking for, suddenly there's hope. Suddenly there's clarity. Suddenly everything that's been negative and holding you back is shedding away, and there's a promising and positive transformation because of it. I would say keep your eyes wide open, because I feel like when I touch that card, the Tower card, I'm hearing broken glass. So either you're going to meet somebody, it's either a couple of things, because I can only tell you what I'm hearing right now. I'm scrying in the water and I hear sounds, see visions as well. So either you're listening to this reading and you just broke a glass. Broken glass did come up in a reading a couple of weeks ago, or a week and a half ago, or something like that. It may even have been for your sign, Virgo, but I can't really remember off the top of my head. But I feel like it's the broken glass. It's like either you've just broken a glass as you're listening to this reading, or be careful, you don't want to break one after the reading. But it can mean that just before you meet this person, this new person, you break a glass, or when you meet this person, they by accident break a glass. So I would pay close attention to that. I also feel like your luck is changing when it comes to love, but it could also be that something's shattered, or there's a shattered illusion. I'm trying to decode it to try and connect it to that Tower. I mean, the Tower and a broken glass can mean that you've had a bit of a shock and everything is like shattered away. So if that's you and you've been going through a really difficult time, it doesn't have to be in love, it can be in personal circumstances. Perhaps you've been going through something personal, and you're not really focused on love at this time because you're focused on healing. And if that's you, I'm sending you the biggest hug I have to offer, all of my love, all of my heart to you during this sort of healing process, because it is very, very difficult to heal when you've gone through something major like that. We've also got the Two of Swords. Now, as I said, whenever you see a Tower, we either get a Wheel of Fortune or a Two of Swords, or both. Okay, Two of Swords means nothing's happening. You're at a standstill. And the Tower, basically, the Tower and the Two of Swords really just basically means the stork energy in the Lenormand deck. Like, nothing's really happening, then the Tower, suddenly everything just, all the limitations just shed away and you're free. So I feel like you're free from some sort of sorrow, or you're free from something. And the Three of Swords is about, recognizing that there's a silver lining in a natural departure. Sometimes when we go through rejection in life, it means it's God's protection and redirection. Sometimes, Spirit says, this is not meant for you, so I have to remove it. And maybe suddenly, if you've not been seeing the signs, you've not been, noticing the whispers from your intuition, sometimes Spirit has to come and take it away quite radically, because they're like, no, you're not listening to the signs. So I feel like it may be that you're going through some sort of temporary discomfort, but this too shall pass, okay? This is a sort of a redirection. So I feel like the Three of Swords there for you is a card of like, you've been going through some difficulty, or you felt like you've been suffering. Perhaps you've been feeling like there's no love right now. You may be feeling lonely, and you're like, something's got to change. There is something that is occurring within your energetic sphere in the next couple of weeks that will change everything, I feel. But I feel this is more about you gaining clarity about what you want, who you want, what sort of person you want, what you will take, what you will not take, and how you deserve the highest love of all with that Justice card. Now we've got the Sun, it's in the Resistance position. So this is all about happiness. It's all about, it's number 31 when you reduce it. 3 + 1 is, of course, 4. So that is about maturity, the Emperor energy. So this is about you, being protective of your love at this time. And we got the Star energy, so it does sort of indicate some sort of healing, but also that it's in the resistance position. So it's almost like you can't see anybody that would be a suitor for you. You can't see anyone who would be someone you'd be interested in. You know, the sun in this position indicates things have been a little bit negative recently. You cannot see a potential person to love. And I feel like you may have even been going through a sadness or a depression. With the star energy, I really feel like you've been tested when it comes to love. And the star energy indicates that, you know, there's been a lot of confusion. Like, why is there this weight? Why is there no one showing up for me to love? What am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong, my beautiful Virgo. This is a time for reflection and a time for you to gain clarity. I feel like you're coming a long way. Okay, they're giving me a song right now. Okay, it is a very famous song. It is, I definitely know who sings this one. It's Queen, and it's just let me wait till it goes to the loop. They sort of do a loop. This thing called love. Oh, it went muffled. And it says, I can't handle it. I think it says that. I gotta be cool. Relax. I think it said take a long trip on a motorbike or something. I'm not really sure. I've never really paid any attention to the lyrics. Crazy little thing called love. Okay, so perhaps this is about you trying to gain clarity on love and feeling like when you're in love, it's like crazy emotions, and you try to take a step back and try and perhaps not play it cool, but perhaps you don't want to give your all. You don't want to jump in, and you're trying to work out what love's all about, because it seems to be like crazy, and you kind of like, part of you like, I don't understand it. I don't understand. Because the star is a card of like, in this position, it's like confusion. So perhaps you're trying to work something out, gain clarity on that. It's covered there by the devil. Okay, so the devil card, I mean, these cards actually are very close together in the major arcanas. You've got the devil card, you've got the tower and the star. So, you know, the devil, the tower, and the star. When, if you've gone through a toxic relationship, perhaps, or you've gone through a toxic situation or even a blockage, the devil card doesn't have to always mean toxicity. It can mean that there is something that you feel bound to, that you feel helpless to change. So for example, if you're the sort of Virgo who feels very shy and you find it difficult to meet new people, you may feel like that is your restriction, and it's very difficult to break that chain. It could also be that, you know, you feel right now it's very difficult to meet people because there's just not events that you want to go to, or, you know, you're not interested in anybody that comes into your energetic sphere right now, and you just feel like you're stuck in a rut. So the devil card, I'm going to pull a card on it. I feel the devil card is important because we got the sun card and the star. Now, both those cards are about illumination, about seeing the truth, seeing the light. And, you know, the devil card, as I said, is not an evil card. It's not a toxic card. It is about being aware of our limitations, being aware of a blockage or something that may be getting in the way, for example, of us progressing when it comes to love. So all your cards are telling me that you feel a little bit stuck. You don't know how to break your luck when it comes to love. Now, this could also be temptation. It could be like, you know, you may sort of be tempted to go for the same sort of people who are very independent and are not looking for settling down and things like that. So I just want to pull a card and see what that's all about for you in particular. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know? We got the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles can be about holding on, okay? Four of Wands. Now, we got double four here. They're telling me that this can be, and don't shoot the messenger when I say this, you know, I'm guilty of this myself, of course, that when you meet somebody and it seems like it's going really well, sometimes we can focus on the end game. Like, we can focus on things like, right, I really like this person, and I'm now visualizing a future with this person. I want to settle down with this person. I want to get married to this person. It's almost like seeing the long game, seeing, you know, that long-term security and being obsessed with having that in the union. So sometimes when we get to that space of wanting the commitment and everything before we've even really got to know the counterpart, we can have expectation, let's put it that way, and we set ourselves up for the fall. I hope that makes sense. They're kind of giving me this energy of Four of Pentacles, holding on to like this idea of like settling down, getting married, and so you may be tempted sometimes to get all wrapped up in the passion of it and not build a solid foundation. So now, don't shoot the messenger when I say this, but there could also be, for some of the Virgos out there, it's not going to be for all, I'm only getting a small percentage. If you tend to gravitate towards people who are very independent, or I feel like it's like people who are unavailable, emotionally unavailable. Now they could be, for example, either engaged to somebody else and they don't tell you, for example, or they're married to someone else, or have a high commitment with somebody else and they don't tell you. It's almost like you attract these people like a beacon. The Five of Cups in the reverse, I feel like you're moving on from this, but that's only for a small percentage of Virgos. That's not going to resonate for all of you, just so you're aware. Now the other energy I've got coming through here as well is that perhaps you're healing from a high level commitment that you separated from. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Nine of Wands and the Empress. I mean, I keep getting that you value yourself. You're starting to learn to value yourself more and recognize what you bring to the table. Now, I'm getting a couple of energies here, which is about wanting to like, well, let's put it this way. It's almost like it's been a long time here with that stork energy, the Tower. You're feeling like it's, you're feeling a little bit restless, and you're like, even a fling, there's just this energy of passion, fling, that you're like, you know, you just want to get out there and meet somebody. But I feel like you're kind of like, it's almost like an inner fight, inner battle about whether you just want someone to have a fling with, or you want someone to settle down with. So I feel like there's a bit of a push and pull in your energy. And maybe that's how you're feeling. Maybe you're like, you know what, I just want some passion. I want someone to sweep me off my feet. And, you know, that would be wonderful. And then there's part of you that's like, but I also want commitment. I also want to settle down. And Spirit's indicating, know the difference between the two. Because passion is wonderful, but it's not sustainable. So, you know, if you're jumping into something that's really passionate and crazy and wonderful. I mean, that song was actually called Crazy Little Thing Called Love, right? Whilst that's wonderful and we all gravitate towards passion, if you're looking for something a little bit more committed, it's like the right person will value you until you get to that stage where you feel like you're comfortable to explore the relationship deeper, if that makes sense. I mean, I'm a Scorpio. I'm all up for passion and all of those things. But they're showing me here that there also could be somebody that you're tempted to always gravitate towards, someone who may be very transient in your life, who comes in and out. And they may sort of like promise the world with that Four of Wands, that Four of Pentacles. They may promise you like longevity and, you know, wanting to run away with you and get married and all of those things. But it seems like it's empty promises. So I would be mindful of that, because they're showing me with the Empress energy that you're better than that. Male or female, this is not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy. I feel like you're valuing yourself by shutting that sort of energy out, even though there is temptation to have a fling with this person, or you know, so I just keep picking up on that with the Devil energy. The Nine of Pentacles indicates that even though you're single, I feel like you're enjoying who you are. I feel like you are focusing on bossing up in the world, building financially, but also enjoying the fruits of your labor. This is a card of you being self-sufficient. This is about you sort of like also being very disciplined and discerning about who you allow into your energetic sphere. It's like you're exhibiting self-control against somebody or something that you feel tempted to connect to, okay? So I would I just want to say that Mercury is in retrograde on the 10th of May. So even though you for a long time may not have wanted to even think about a person from the past, or may not have even been tempted by a person in the past, this time period does bring people back from the past. So because we got the Devil card there and they're showing me like a transient energy coming into your world, someone from your past could reach out and you're tempted to go down that route. That just delays. If you know it's going nowhere and you want to settle down into a high level commitment relationship, that just delays the new start for you, okay? Just so you're aware, because you're going to be in that cycle. The Tower is basically a prison where you go round and round and round and round in circles. You repeat the same cycle over and over again until you have a moment of realization, which is like, I need to change this. This needs to stop. And I feel like that's what you're doing. Something needs to stop. Something needs to change. I mean, the outcome is really positive. The outcome here is number 29. When you reduce it, 2 + 9 is 11, the soul path number, also the soul mate number, okay? Also, you can see there's feminine energy on that card. Again, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy, but this is a card of intuition, intuitively facing your happiness or facing towards the sun. You know, you're not looking back, you're headed towards the sun. So I feel this is also about receptivity. The feminine energy is to be open for love. And I feel like that is what you are preparing yourself for, to be open to receive new love, okay? So I feel like you're trying to find that positivity, to look forward and be optimistic about your love life after a long period of feeling despair or confusion or, you know, a lack of faith in you finding somebody new. The Justice card indicates, you know, that there will be justice, that you are going to get some good karma. This is also a card of making a decision to make adjustments in your world to focus on accepting or being open to new love. This is also a card of balance and harmony. And it's also about effort, cause and effect. The effort that you put into looking for love or putting yourself in scenarios to meet new love, I know it's easier said than done. It's very difficult. But it says that if you put the effort in, the universe will match you halfway and put you in the path of meeting somebody new. Also, I feel... Now, you may be meeting somebody, this is not going to resonate for everyone, but you may be meeting somebody who works within the legal system, because this is a card of legalities. And they're just showing me that this, it doesn't mean that they're in law enforcement or anything like that, or it could be like the fire department, it could be that they work in an office to do with legalities, civil servant, that sort of thing. They are a person of service is what they're showing me. And, you know, I feel like they don't come in until... They don't come in May. That's what I'm feeling. I'm going to have to pull some cards to see if I can see beyond that. They're showing me with the Justice card, they're showing me a painful conversation. Now, this could be with someone from your past, or it could be someone that you've just separated from. I mean, some of you may be actually going through a divorce or a separation in some way, and you're waiting until such time as you can act on, you know, as soon as you, you know, the divorce comes through, for example, with the Justice card. The Fool card indicates freedom, movement forward, recognizing that you're full of potential to meet somebody new, being curious and opening yourself up to a new beginning, a new adventure, okay? So I really feel like you're embracing your playful heart again and being open to opportunity. The Fool card is about having faith that anything is possible. So I feel this is your overall energy, and I feel like you're learning that you're putting yourself in circumstances to meet somebody new, and you're having faith that it's going to go into a high level commitment without the pressure of thinking. It's almost like it's going to be a bit more organic, and you're going to live in the moment with this new person. You're going to take each step as it comes and not be thinking or planning for the future. You're going to see where this goes, and organically this new relationship evolves into something very, very serious, okay? We've also got the Ace of Swords. So that is talking to somebody new. Ace of Swords is a breakthrough card. It is destiny and fate intervening to bring you good karma. It's all about meaningful coincidences as well. I would look out for the broken glass thing, because I feel like that's important. It also indicates that you're going to be talking to somebody back and forth, lots of messages. And I feel like this is a breakthrough card. This is about you sort of gaining clarity, truth of what you want, and taking responsibility for your actions. So by that, I mean putting yourself in a scenario where you can meet somebody new, for example. Let me see if they're going to show me anything more about that, because I feel like this is, you meet somebody new where you really enjoy yourself. The Nine of Pentacles is sort of, it's lighting up at me, which means you're going to be enjoying your freedom, you're going to be enjoying your money, and it's a place where you're enjoying yourself. I feel you may even meet this person outdoors, because I'm getting a cold breeze right now, so they're showing me, I feel like you're going to meet this person outdoors. The Four of Swords in the reverse. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. As I said, I feel like you're going to have a painful conversation with somebody, just so you're aware. The Four of Swords is a healing card. It is about also having a conversation with someone who may have hurt you, and them trying to make amends. So there's definitely a painful conversation ahead. We got the Eight of Wands, which means you're moving forward and there's going to be quick fire messages between you and someone new. The Nine of Cups indicates you getting a wish fulfilled. This is everything you ever wish for, okay? We've also got the Page of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like just when you're not looking for somebody new, all of a sudden there's someone in your energetic sphere. But I feel with the Queen of Wands energy, this is about you being attractive, attracting a lot of suitors. But there's one in particular that captures your attention, that really sparks and is a meeting of minds. There's something about the way that you and this person talk to each other. It's really flirty and a little bit, they're giving me the word pithy, P-I-T-H-Y, I guess, pithy. So this means a bit sarcastic. You know, that sort of flirtatious, sarcastic thing. Yeah, there's something about that. The way you talk to each other is really exciting. We got the Eight of Wands, as I said, movement forward, and things happening quite quickly. I feel, though, that this person is, it's the messaging that's quite quick. I feel like you're building a solid foundation with the new person. The Nine of Cups indicates you've wished for this. This is an accomplishment of your desire. This is a completion. You're going to be feeling fulfilled. And this card is a card of pleasure. So I keep getting this energy that somewhere where you enjoy yourself. I mean, it could be that you're out at a bar. It could be that you're in a restaurant. I feel like it's outdoorsy though. So it could be like you're in a bar or a restaurant, but it's outside. Or it could be a concert or something. It just feels, and you meet somebody at that event or at that place. With that Page of Swords, as I said, I feel like you're not even really thinking about it. I feel like you're focusing on yourself, building your confidence back. And I feel you're getting your feisty back, as it were, and you're attracting a lot of suitors, but there's one in particular. But I feel like you're only talking to this person from about beginning of June. I have to see when it sort of goes into a little bit more, because I just see you sort of enjoying the conversation at first. That's what I see so far. We've got the Four of Swords, which is a solitary energy, a retreating kind of energy, because a lot of your cards that are coming out is like you're focusing on yourself, your own enjoyment, your own happiness, and finding that happiness comes from within. So that Four of Swords is a card of like meditation, or I mean, it could even be that you're going to an event where you meditate, or take some time out to really think. This is a card of reflection, and it's also a card of closure. So I feel like you may be ending something, whether it is a cycle that you've been exhibiting in the past, something you've been going round and round and round in circles in. It's coming to an end, and the future is bright because of it. We got the Five of Pentacles. Now the Five of Pentacles is to sort of like, I mean, it feels like you're walking away, or you've had a struggle walking away from something. It can also be a longing, feeling lonely. But I feel with this Five of Pentacles, I feel like you've had to go through this. I feel like you've made a decision that you are no longer giving to something, and whilst you have moments of pangs wanting to return back to it, I feel like this is a card of you finding an alternative. Okay, this is, you know, the Five of Pentacles can be that you found an alternative form of abundance, or you find an alternative route to find what you need. So I feel you're headed in another direction. I really feel like there's a silver lining here, that you're being, you know, you're being redirected in another direction. I mean, wow, okay. I'm not sure whether Spirit's like joking with me or not, because right now, just as I've said that, they're actually showing me someone directing traffic. It's like detour. They're just doing this and like this. So someone waving their arm like that, I guess that's the traffic. Yeah, traffic, and then this way. So detour. So either you have to take a detour to this place, and that's where you meet the person, or on the way to this place you had to take a detour and then you meet the person at the place. Okay, so broken glass, detour, that's what I'm getting here. But it ends to the sun, it gets to the sun. Now the sun is the most happiest, positive, successful card in the deck. So this is about reaching a happy spot. So I feel this card is also about motivation and light, energy, movement forward, becoming aware of what makes you happy and what doesn't, and having that freedom. So I feel like this is your time to shine. You're actually going to stand out from the crowd, and you're going to be noticed and very, very attractive. I mean, you're always very attractive, my beautiful Virgo, but sometimes you don't feel it. Sometimes you don't realize it. Sometimes you don't give yourself credit where it's due. So I feel like you're going to, I don't know, you're going to feel a little bit more flirty than usual, a little bit more like a spring in your step than usual, because you're feeling happier. And I feel like this is joy. You feel joy and optimism. Now, I'm just going to pull a card because a lot of the cards are pointing to you talking to somebody new, but they're not giving me anything more than that. So let me just see. Thank you so much, Spirit, Guides, Guardian Angels. Okay. Haha. Get ready for action. Four Swords is in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles, I mean, that is a Virgo card. That is you. Looking for perhaps someone to settle down with. Deep down, you're looking for a relationship that commits. Eight of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Thank you so much, Spirit, Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? The Lovers in the reverse. I just get this. So that's healing. The Wheel of Fortune. There's been some sort of disruptive cycle that's been chaotic, and we've got the Lovers in the reverse. So this indicates whoever's energy I'm picking up on, there's some sort of separation, or you feel that there's not been ever since a separation. It feels like you've been in your head, feeling stuck, feeling like it's almost like paralysis. You don't know how to move. I mean, even if you broke up with someone like many years ago, it feels like you're still stuck in that energy, like you're triggered whenever someone sort of expresses some sort of flirtation with you, or you just feel stuck, unable to move past this invisible blockade. Thank you so much, Spirit, Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? And one more. They want one more, so I'm going to give it. We got the Justice card. What you truly deserve is coming. So I really do see you meet a new person at an event or a place where you enjoy yourself. Okay, I mean, hopefully you enjoy yourself at work, but I don't feel like it's at work. Let's put it that way. Four Swords in the reverse does say get ready. It's like preparation, preparing to not be single for much longer. The Wheel of Fortune does indicate in the reverse position that there has been some, you know, you're stuck in a rut. Okay, things have been out of your control, and you just feel completely stuck in a rut. You're sitting there, Queen of Pentacles, waiting. Well, you're not waiting like as in you're darning your socks by night, waiting for new love to like message you or something like that. I feel with this, because this is your card, Virgo card, this is about you hardworking, focusing on your finances, you know, enjoying what you are building, let's put it that way. And I feel like you know that you're a dedicated lover in a relationship. You bring loyalty. You stand on your own merit. And I feel like you bring so much to the table. I feel like this is about you recognizing how much you have to offer. And you may have offered it or overgiven in previous circumstances, but now I feel like you're looking to settle down. And I feel like you know that you will meet someone where they will reciprocate the energy as much as you do. But as you can see, this Queen of Pentacles, she's like looking at the pentacle like, I've got all this to give. I've got all this love, dedication, care, loyalty, support to give. But who shall I give this coin to? So I feel like you're just contemplating right now. The Lover's card in the reverse does tell me that there has been either some sort of breakup in the past. It may not have been yesterday. It may not have been a couple of months ago. It may have been years ago. But there's an energetic influence because of it. So it may have made you feel a little bit resistant to moving into a new love scenario. Some of you could have got divorced, things like that. This is about, looking back with seeing how things are out of balance. The Lover's card in reverse is like a disconnect. So it's like you're not 100% focused on finding your soulmate at this time. You're more focused on you. You're more focused on your needs, working really hard, building financial rewards for yourself, being prudent and being thorough and dedicated to a goal or dream. And it's like your best efforts are focusing on finances perhaps at this time, or your own security. We got the Eight of Swords there, which tells me that you feel stuck. There's something here where it's like you feel there's limitations and you've been going through difficulty. And it can also be a card of restriction, or it can be fear, self-imposed fear. But I feel like you may worry you may wonder if you're ever going to meet somebody that wants to settle down or wants the same things as you do. You will be talking to somebody new, but as I keep seeing, it'll be a bit of a slow burn, which actually I feel suits you fine, because it's going to be an energy of you building a solid foundation. But I feel you don't actually get into like a relationship until a little bit later on. Okay, Seven of Pentacles tells me that there is patience required, that you are actually perhaps opening up to a new strategy of how to meet somebody new. The Seven of Pentacles can be like all this effort that you put into relationships in the past, it has not been worth it. And I feel like you're waiting for someone to come and show you dedication that is perfect. Seven of Pentacles is like an evaluation card, okay? Sort of like checking in with you or checking in with yourself, checking in with the exchange, okay? Everything you give, you've been looking at whether it's ever returned when it comes to relationships. Also, I feel with this card, you're planning. It's like planning to become unstuck. And suddenly you're making major decisions, major changes that actually are right on time. The Justice card, again, it's about, getting justice, getting good karma. But I feel like your future actions will be changed by the lessons that you've already learnt in the past, but also in the present. And it also indicates that you need to make a decision about something. So it's like, in order to find new love, you need to get out more and try and enjoy yourself with people, for example. I just keep coming to you being in a scenario where you're enjoying yourself. I mean, it could be that you're invited to something, but I haven't been given the symbol for like an invitation. I normally see a little card with RSVP on it, and they haven't given me that. So I feel like this is somewhere perhaps you invest your time and energy to just enjoy you. I feel like you're enjoying you, finding your happiness, and then good karma actually visits your door. There is a conversation, one that is painful, either it's with someone in the past, or perhaps it could even be someone coming towards you to talk about a separation, and you're giving them advice or something like that. But I feel you actually meet somebody new, and you're going to be talking to that new person before the middle of June. but it doesn't transpire to a relationship until a little bit later. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling. No matter what energy or cards I use to try and clarify, they're giving me the same energy. It's like you're prepared to meet somebody new. You're preparing to get justice in love, and you will get the love that you truly deserve. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What else do they need to know? We've got the Sprout, beginnings, growth, and potential. It's number 21, which is the Royal card energy, which tells me that you are entering a new cycle. They want 3 cards. We've got divine timing, order, synchronicity at the right time. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, so they got 3 shuffles, but they got 4 cards. So we've got message. I said you'll be messaging someone new, and we've got air, logical, curious. So you're going to come out of your comfort zone and you're going to be curious about this new person. So we've got sprout. So it is the beginning of something. Something is going to sprout. There are new opportunities will be revealed to you. Beginnings, growth, and potential. So it's all about taking things slow and watching them organically unfold and grow. We've also got number 43. When you reduce it, 4 plus 3 is the Chariot card number 7. Movement forward, divine timing. Now they're actually showing me 0011. I know there's 11 there, but they're showing me in the water 0011. So either it is 001111 on the clock, or I mean, this could be the number of a building. It may even be the new person's end digits of their cell phone. So please take it as it resonates. I jot it down to see how it resonates. We've got order, synchronicity, accord. They've given this word to me twice. Accord. So maybe accord is important. Okay. They mentioned when I was touching which card was I touching? They were giving me the word accord, but I don't really know how it resonates with your reading, so I didn't mention it, and I should have. So they've given me the word accord twice, ACCORD. So if that resonates with you in some way, I mean, it could be the name of a company or a building where you meet this new person, or an event. It's got accord in it. So I would take it and sort of see how it resonates, because they've given that word to me twice, and that is not a word that you use in everyday sentences. I certainly do not. I do not talk like that. So in divine timing, this is going to occur. We've also got message. So there's definitely going to be someone you're talking to this month. They're just showing me that it's the beginning of something. Conversing, communication, exchange. You may receive a text or form of online message. So that's all they're giving me for the month of, well, mid-May through to mid-June, but it progresses from there. So messaging back and forth, it's going to give you a real spring in your step. And I feel like you can see this going somewhere, but you kind of are trying to live in the present with this one. And we've also got air. I feel like you will literally be walking on air when you meet this new person, because I can feel their energy, and they're very playful. They're, I don't know, they really revitalize your spirits and have you believing in love again. And that sort of love that is enjoyable, that has no baggage, doesn't feel heavy or burdensome, that sort of thing. It's really like teenager kind of energy again. It says logical, curious, social. New ideas can be formulated freely when intellect meets discussion. As I said, this person, there's something about this person's mind. You and this person, the way you talk to each other, you're on the same page, your minds just vibe. And I feel like it is a meeting of minds for sure. But also there's this spark, this sort of flirtatious, sort of sarcastic spark between you both as well. And social, very important. I feel like it's at a place where you enjoy yourself. So, and it's number 32. When you reduce it, 3 plus 2 is 5. The Hierophant energy, which is a higher level of commitment. Okay, so I'm just going to get a trinket before we close. Thank you so much for that, guys, Guardian Angels. Okay. Oh, wow, we got quite a lot. So we've got the death symbol there, the skull and crossbones. Now this can be toxicity, or it can be something that you're tempted to connect to. I would be mindful of that, of course, but it also connects to the death card, in particular Scorpio energy, and it is about change, transition. Something needs to change, okay? So I feel like you're making a major change here. They want it on the Fool card, so it is about having faith and embracing a new adventure. We've also got the elephant. Now the elephant removes any blockages and moves forward. So I feel like you are strong enough. You've had to be strong in the circumstances that you're in, and I feel like you're removing the blockages now to listen out for love. We've got the heart on the elephant's ear. I really feel like you're listening to your intuition. Okay, they want this on the Ace of Swords. So they're indicating here that this new person is a very good listener as well. We've also got the fish with a little bit of there's like a little gem in the fish's mouth. Now this connects to the Page of Cups, which is about new love popping out of nowhere. Okay, and this person being a real gem. So the energy that we've got here so far, we've got Scorpio, Aries, we've got Aquarius, we've got more Aries, and we've got Libra energy. I would say Pisces as well because of this. And now it doesn't have to be that they are sun, moon, and rising in those signs, but I feel like they've got strong placements in those charts. Out of the blue, you're going to meet this person at this place where you enjoy yourself, and listen out for the broken glass. That's what they keep giving me that, so I'm going to mention it again. They want me to put that on the Justice card, and we've got the Tree of Life. So this connects to the Hierophant card as well. It's because it is about, well, it connects to Pisces energy too, the Tree of Life, the Hangman. But whenever we get this is about building roots, you know, commitment. It is about traditional sort of energy where a person joins your family tree, for example. So it connects to the Hierophant. You'll just know when you've met this person. You'll just know. The commitment just feels easy. You don't have to ever question where you feel with this new person. But I feel the messages flow back and forth. They want me to put that on the Ace of Swords as well. This person, they're very outdoorsy. Okay, they're very outdoorsy. Maybe that's why I was feeling that energy of outdoors. They're showing me they're outdoorsy. So you may go on a trek with this person later on in the relationship, trekking, going out, you know, I see, yeah, trekking and sort of adventure. This person's quite adventurous as well. So I'll leave it like that. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Virgo. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me too. Okay? Thank you so much, my beautiful Virgo. Love and light.